What's up, everyone? I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, if you have read today's title, I'm sure that you are already wondering what these lies that have been flying around about Ripple and XRP are. Well, that's exactly what we're about to find out in today's video. And while we're at it, we'll first take a look at a pretty interesting video by Gary Gensler at the CFTC MIT Sloan, where in 2015 he mentioned the potential Ripple and XRP has as a bridge currency. Listen in.
But to go between Tanzania and Nigeria, you need somebody to bear some counterparty risk that the ledgers both move and are adjusted at the same time. And usually it's a bank that is in both countries. You could use blockchain, but the current thinking is you need a bridge currency in between, and that bridge could be a stable value that's backed by the US dollar or the euro. It could be a currency even like Ripple has an alternative. It's just piloted in May, so it's not yet up in any enterprise-wide level, but that you might need something to basically...
The video we just watched happened prior to Gary Gensler joining the SEC. This is just one of the many instances where we hear XRP being declared a digital currency. Gensler is currently the chair of the SEC, and despite he himself almost a decade ago declaring XRP as a currency, he has refused to bring to halt the ongoing SEC lawsuit against Ripple. He's held tightly to the alleged claims that Ripple engaged in the sale of unregistered securities, and in this case, XRP. These being opinions from the same person, I can't help but ask myself what really changed between the time when Gary was at MIT Sloan and when he became the chair of the SEC. Did Ripple change its structure, or has it maintained the same structure over the years? And it's just Gensler who seems not consistent with his views. This just goes to show us the many inconsistencies in the assertions that we have seen from top-ranking past and present SEC officials. We'll get into more of that shortly, but before that, let's roll that beautiful intro. As always, welcome back to Moneyside, your favorite crypto news channel. If you're new here, welcome to the XRP Army. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our daily crypto news updates.
That is called a bridge crypto or bridge currency. That's in fact what Ripple is trying to do with XRP. So Ripple is a company that started as a messaging, a payment messaging service to compete with SWIFT. And that messaging service, which we'll talk about more Thursday, has been adopted by many banks. More recently, in 2018, they rolled out a prototype of using a crypto token, XRP, as a bridge currency. I would say yes, it is possible. I think there's an issue also about volatility. So if you're moving fiat dollar to crypto, Bitcoin, XRP, to fiat, if you have a lot of volatility, that means it's a less it could be costly. But if it's stable value, so you can lower the cost two ways: lowering the volatility of the crypto, or lower the time. And XRP believes they have a solution that can be down to seconds, and thus even if it's volatility, that in seconds it won't move as much. And the friction will be that you have to sell dollars to buy XRP and then sell XRP to buy peso, or you can interpose any bridge currency. One of the most significant opportunities for stable value tokens that we'll talk about in a few classes is what we can call it as a bridge currency for cross-border.
Former CFTC Chairman Gary Gensler was nominated by President Joe Biden to run the SEC. Gensler unites a pro-regulation history with a pro-crypto viewpoint, and everyone hoped that he could finally implement the regulatory clarity many in the industry have desired. We all hoped his views would be different from predecessor Jay Clayton, who repeatedly said he believed initial coin offerings are securities, but did not provide much guidance on when or how tokens might be classified as something other than a security. Just a day before former SEC Chair Jay Clayton stepped down, the securities regulator filed a lawsuit alleging Ripple Labs, the San Francisco startup closely associated with the XRP cryptocurrency, had violated securities laws for over 7 years by selling XRP in unregistered securities transactions. This is a high-profile case that Gary Gensler would be inheriting. And as much as in many other instances, he had referred to XRP as a digital currency, in his own words, Gensler said he believes XRP is a non-compliant security. Keep in mind, he said, again, this is from 2018, that it would require the courts to make that determination, whether it's appellate courts or the Supreme Court. He went on to explain that he believes XRP meets the requirements of the Howey test, the Supreme Court case often used to determine whether something is a security. It's almost like the Gary Gensler from the CFTC days is a whole different personality from the Gensler that we know now as the head of the SEC.
He was a gentleman in Florida that put up citrus groves and started to sell them, and the Supreme Court had to decide what is an investment contract, because an investment contract is a security. This 4-part test, in my mind, suggests that most, maybe not all, but most initial coin offerings are securities, because they're investment contracts where there is an exchange of money, there's a common enterprise, you're relying on somebody else's expertise for profits. This is why I've earlier this year said I think that most of them are. I think Ether, when it was done in 2014, would pass this test. When I say pass, it means it's a security. Now, subsequently, the SEC has said by 2018 it's decentralized enough, and they've sort of said, we'll let it go the other way. But whether it's Ripple or EOS or others that have done big initial coin offerings, when you think about these 4 things, they're probably there. But again, it's less than a quarter of the market. So this is an important debate, but it's not the whole debate.
That's another video where we can see Gary Gensler give a breakdown of the Howey test. This video is from 2014, and he says that Ethereum passes the securities test, in that it's definitely a security. What's most shocking about this whole lawsuit is how pressing Gary Gensler is about the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit, yet he is not even the SEC chair who initiated this lawsuit. At the same time, we can't excuse the fact that Jay Clayton knew well that XRP is not a security, but still went on with the lawsuit. I mean, there are also some comments he made a while ago where he insinuated that XRP is not a security. In my opinion, some of these videos that have been making the rounds about comments Gary Gensler has made about Ripple and XRP should start to be considered in court. Moving on, we have some more shocking comments from attorney Jeremy Hogan. In one of his recent videos, he talked about how the SEC keeps affirming misleading statements just to keep the investors confused. Let's quickly take a look at this Jeremy Hogan video so that you are well aware what I'm talking about.
Look at the word games they played in their last motion that they filed. Looking at footnote 2 of the SEC's motion to get XRP holders out of the case. Quote, movements mischaracterize the SEC's claims as claims against XRP holders in the secondary market. But while SEC Act Section 5 requires Ripple, as the issuer of XRP, to register its offers and sales for the benefit of actual or potential investors, Section 4 could exempt investors in the market from registration. This is so misleading on multiple fronts. First, notice that the SEC says that Section 4 could exempt investors from registration. But why do they say could? Because they know this statement is not true if they get the verdict they want. I know this personally because I have been told by SEC lawyers directly that my clients who owned a digital asset could not trade the digital assets because a court had deemed them securities per se. That was spoken directly to me by the SEC for lawyers, off the record, of course.
In looking at this video, now you understand why John Deaton, Jeremy Hogan, among others, have been fighting with the SEC in this Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. Coming out and saying a certain asset is a security definitely is a defamatory classification of an asset that would potentially affect the crypto project's owners, investors, and platforms that facilitate the trade of the asset. All the more reason why everyone should jump in and join Ripple in this fight, as what it says about XRP will affect the future of most all other crypto assets. This is not just a Ripple versus SEC fight, it will equally affect all other crypto assets. Ripple and XRP supporters had hoped that the new SEC chairman, Gary Gensler, who taught crypto at MIT, would throw out the XRP lawsuit. They believed that there was a conflict of interest with former SEC chairman Jay Clayton. In August, a government watchdog began investigating circumstances surrounding the XRP lawsuit involving Clayton and senior SEC official William Hinman. Following that, we have seen that there's been a potential conflict of interest. If Ripple Labs teams can prove that leaders at the SEC had an interest in promoting and protecting Ether over other similar tokens, it could lead to a win, some speculate. This kind of conflict of interest within a critical financial industry regulator is highly volatile in terms of undermining an already rocky public trust of government administrations. Doubt raised from these internal documents could affect not just the Ripple case, but other cases involving digital assets as well. As always, do your own research and always trade safely, guys. Please keep in mind we're not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. You can always let us know what you think in the comment section below, and let's have a conversation. Thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and please click on that subscribe button below and turn on notifications so you get informed whenever we post our amazing content. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next Money Side.